Welcome back to Touring Townsends. We're Dave and Jill and we travel in our motorhome as much as possible in the UK and in Europe. We haven't been travelling much lately as Dave had surgery on his ankle due to arthritis. But we're starting to get back out and about in between the hospital and physio appointments. In this week's video, we're travelling along the south coast of England, having been visiting family down south. We try and find places with nice flat promenades and easy walking. Welcome back to Touring Townsends. We're finally back in the motorhome after taking a break while Dave recovered from his ankle surgery. He's now able to drive the motorhome, but we won't be doing any long walks yet, but we can still travel. So we headed south a few days ago to meet our new grandbaby, and we've had a lovely few days with lots of cuddles, but now we've managed to tear ourselves away and we're heading on to the south coast itself, and our first stop is Hayling Island. It's a new one to us, so we'll look forward to exploring it. So here we are parked up at Hayling Island at Fishery Creek Touring Park. So we're off for a little explore. The weather has taken a bit of a turn after the heat wave that we've had the last week. We've already had one pretty impressive thunderstorm and lightning so far with lots of hail. So hopefully we're not going to get soaked while we're out and about, but who knows. We turned back at this point and headed back towards the campsite. It was a Monday and everything seemed to be shut, so we couldn't find a cafe to have a drink or anything. If you enjoy the video, please don't forget to give it a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and leave us a comment, let us know what you think about where we're visiting. After a very stormy night, next morning we were stuck inside the van as the wind raged and lots of rain came down. The tide was fully in, but we couldn't make the most of walking around the area because the weather just wasn't fit for it. So we hunkered down inside and waited it out. So after a morning sat in the van with lots of wind and rain, The weather's cleared for a little bit, so we're going to go for a walk before the next band of rain turns up. Hopefully we're not going to get too wet. So we're having some problems with our control panel. This operates the lights, the water pump, and tells us the water levels. And it's been fine up until a couple of days ago when we started having issues with a beeping noise. It took me forever to figure out that it was coming from this button here. This is the lights button, and this was turning on and then off again and beeping each time. We managed to turn the beep off now, but we've still got an issue with that going off sometimes and back on again. We've no idea why. The other problem we have is that when we try and look at the water level, we're getting the sort of exact water level where we should get a percentage for the grey and the water tank, and we're not getting that information. As you can see, when you press some of the buttons, it goes to that screen and then changes immediately back to the previous screen. So we're not sure what's going on, but we've managed to get into a garage near where we're staying this morning, so let's hope that they can provide some answers. So we've just left Southdown Motorhome Service Centre near Portsmouth. First thing to say is I think we would really recommend them. They were really helpful, and they've diagnosed the problem with the control panel. We need a new one. So slightly annoying, but our first major motorhome interior problem, so I guess it's not too bad. It is a warranty item, and what we discovered yesterday is if you want a warranty repair on your motorhome, you have to go back to your original dealer. So we couldn't get it done there, even though they had the part in stock. It was going to be over £600 plus labour. So we'll have to get in touch with our own service centre where we bought the motorhome and arrange to get a new one fitted there. It's not causing us a massive problem at the moment. Obviously, if it does start to get worse, then we might have to abandon our trip. But for now, we're going to carry on. Next stop is Eastbourne. So we've parked up at Cannon Camping at Pevensey Bay near Eastbourne. We're on the bus route into Eastbourne, so it works well for us there. And we're near to a big marina, which we're going to go and have a walk around now. It's still very windy at the moment, so we're not going to go too far afield because who knows what the weather's going to do.
My devil's eye is turning yellow, lost half its leaves, right there in the corner, beside the coffee machine. Gave up without warning, didn't see it at first, turned my back for a moment to it loosen its thirst, and I curse my blunder, pick petals for keeps, and I can't help but wonder what led up to this. Did I cut the water? What ended the street? But something feels off here. I can't recall that.
We did a bit of shopping around Sovereign Harbour and then had a really nice meal in a Turkish restaurant there before walking back to site along the marina once again.
Was it too much sunlight? Too much weight in my hands. Some look like a meadow.
So we've got a better day today, nicer weather, and the wind's dropped a bit, so we're going to catch the bus into Eastbourne. So as you come out of the site, the bus stop into Eastbourne or to Hastings in the other direction is directly opposite. There's some lovely old beach huts round this end of the beach. We stopped in this restaurant above the beach and had a really nice lunch of some small plates. Beautiful views, and we were protected from the wind by a glass screen. We took the bus back to the site and then enjoyed sitting in the sunshine, watching the swallows flying around and having a barbecue. So it's another day of very mixed weather. We got up to wind and rain. I managed to get out for a run in the rain, but now it's gone sunny. It's supposed to be very windy later and there's more rain forecast, so who knows. Anyway, we're going to catch a bus into Hastings this time and have a little walk round there, making the most of all these nice long flat promenades for Dave's ankle. Unfortunately, once the rain got going again, it didn't stop. We had lunch in a nice little cafe, walked around the shops a bit, and then got back on the bus, back to site, at which point it stopped raining. The problems with the control panel were getting worse. The lights were now constantly flickering on and off, and we weren't sure whether we were going to be able to carry on with the trip. Our dealer was posting us a new panel, which was very easy to fit apparently. Time to move on again, and this time we were heading back west towards Brighton for a night. We were planning to stop and see our new grandbaby again soon, so this was getting us in the right direction. We would heartily recommend Cannon Camping. It's our second stay there. It's a lovely quiet site, nice clean facilities, and really handy to walk or get the bus to places nearby. We arrived at the Caravan and Motorhome Club site just before 1 o'clock and joined the queue. They do not allow you in before 1 o'clock, so everybody was having to wait. Fortunately, as we'd already paid in full, we got through the barrier quite quickly with number plate recognition, so it wasn't a long wait. We paid a whopping £45.60 to stay the night here. We couldn't believe how busy it was. So we've moved on from the Eastbourne area and we've come back towards Brighton, and we're now staying at the Caravan and Motorhome Club site just on the edge of Brighton. The weather forecast is dry for the next couple of hours, so we're going to take our chance and have a walk down onto the seafront and see how the weather holds for us, having a bit of an afternoon out. So time to head back towards our new grandbaby for more cuddles. But first we had a couple of jobs to do along the way. So we pulled into these services for some LPG, but unfortunately it turned out to be out of order, which somebody came and told us eventually. It was very busy and quite difficult to get out of. Our next stop was at a public weighbridge. We'd called earlier and they'd said to come £5 to get a weight done, and we haven't had it done in this motorhome before. Unfortunately, it was a bit of a shock as we were right at our limit. So I guess on the journey home, we're going to be working out what we can take out of the van and what we don't need. So it's time to head home. We're going to stop in and give our grandbaby 1 or 2 more cuddles, and then we're heading back home to get the control panel fixed and get somebody to have a look at our solar panels because they're not charging properly. So once we get everything sorted, we'll be back on the road. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and do leave us a comment. Let us know if you've had the same problem with your control panel. We suspect some people will have. See you later.